So after one hell of a week, we are back to fucking recording some reaction videos. Make sure to check out G Fuel. Use code RMTS at checkout. Go give them some love because they fucking deserve it. They're killing it. So this video is going to be NF, how could you leave us? So let's check this out.
How could you leave so unexpected? We waited.
The coloration he does for his sad videos is fucking amazing. It just draws you in and makes you fucking feel, man.
We waited for you, but you just left us. We needed you. I needed you. Yo, I don't know what it's like to be addicted to pills, but I do know what it's like to be a witness to kills. Mama told me she loved me. I'm thinking this isn't real. I think of you when I get a whiff of that cigarette smell. Yeah. Welcome to the bottom.
That's one of the absolute hardest things to kind of explain to somebody. When you deal with a trigger or an emotion due to like a smell or a thought or the way something looks, it's honestly one of the weirdest fucking things in the world to kind of just look at it and all of a sudden it clicks. And that's really fucking weird, man. It's really fucking weird. It doesn't even, yep, my mic is right. I don't know why it's so quiet. I don't know. We'll get it fixed, boys. We'll get it fixed. Let's keep listening to this.
Out of my hell, they say pain is a prison. Let me out of my cell. You say you proud of me, but you don't know me that well. Sit in my room, tears running down my face, and I yell into my pillowcases. Say you coming to get us, then call a minute later just to tell us you're not. I'm humiliated. I'm in a room with a parent that I don't barely know. Some lady in the corner watching us while she's taking notes. I don't get it, mom. Don't you wanna watch your babies grow? I guess pills are more important. All you have to say is no, but you won't do it, will you? You gon' keep popping till them pills kill you. I know you're gone, but I can still feel you.
The shitty thing is so many fucking kids are gonna have to deal with that exact fucking pain of their parents choosing drugs over them and it kind of destroying not only their life but also the kid's life as well. And it's really fucking sad. Like, it's honestly really fucking sad. It's painful to watch. It's probably painful to deal with. I remember dealing with something similar, not as bad as drugs, but like it's so sad. It's so painful. You want better for people.
Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? Oh.
He builds a song, man.
I got this picture in my room and it kills me, but I don't need a picture of my mom, I need the real thing. Now a relationship is something we won't ever have, but why do I feel like I lost something that I never had? You should have been there when I graduated, told me you love me and congratulations. Instead you left us at the window waiting. Where you at, mom? What you young to understand? Where you at, huh? Yeah, I know them drugs that got you held captive. I can see it in your eyes, they got your mind captured. Some say it's fun to get the high, but I am not laughing. And what you don't realize and what you're not grasping, that I was nothing but a kid who couldn't understand it. I ain't gonna say that I forgive you cause it hasn't happened. I thought that maybe I'd feel better as time passes. If you really cared for me, then where you at then?
What's crazy is I remember feeling that exact same shit of like, well, you care, then why aren't you here? Or you care, then why aren't you doing the thing that I expect and want you to do? And it becomes such a powerful and painful fucking thing to deal with as you heal from that trauma and you heal from that pain. It just becomes a massive fucking issue. It just becomes a massive fucking problem. And it just becomes so cyclical. It's such a fucking struggle.
Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? I let last conversation, you and I sat in the living room, talking about my music, and I brought you something to listen to. You started crying, telling me this isn't you. A couple weeks later, guess you were singing a different tune. You took them pills for the last time.
That's the thing that a lot of people don't understand when you go to heal trauma, especially when you expect the other person to kind of see what the fuck you're doing and understand it, why you're saying the trauma that you dealt with and stuff like that. They don't realize what they did, and if they do, they're going to lie about it, which is kind of painful. It's kind of hard to deal with, but they will never out and out accept the first time when you say, hey, you did this. Unless they're a very, very, very fucking introspective person, they will not fucking accept that they did something wrong.
Didn't you? They took you from us once, I guess they came back to finish you. Crying my eyes out in the studio is difficult. Music is the only place that I can go to speak to you. It took everything inside of me not to scream at your funeral. Sitting in my chair, that person talking was pitiful. I wish you were here, mama, but every time I picture you, all I feel is pain. I hate the way I remember you. They found you on the floor, I could tell you felt hollow. Gave everything you had, plus your life to them pill bottles. You gave everything you had, plus your life to them pill bottles. Don't know if you hear me or not, but if you're still watching, why? Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? Sometimes I think about things like, you know, when I have kids and like, you won't be there, you know, you won't be there for any of that.
And that last line is so fucking impactful. And I don't think a lot of people pick up on it, especially when people don't deal with the trauma of what this is, or they don't realize what they're going to do later on in life. Which is why I do what I do. Which is why I'm so outspoken about how men need to take care of their families and be a part of their kids' lives and stuff like that. Because I didn't deal with that. I didn't have that. So I kind of built that basis up from not having it. Because one day they're going to resent you not being there. One day they're going to feel pain that you're not there and that you couldn't guide them the way that they expected you to. And whether that's a blind expectation or not, you still have to try and do your best to meet that. If you don't have the ability to accept and move forward and do that thing, then you shouldn't have a kid to begin with. That's exactly where the problem is, and that's exactly why this situation struggles. Whether you do drugs, you don't do drugs, you run away from your kids, you don't run away from your kids, you still have an impact. You will still impact those kids every single day of their life, regardless of if you're right next to them or not. Because even if you're one of those dads that went and walked for a pack of cigarettes or a gallon of milk and never came home, you will still end up being one of those parents that never came home. That impact will be more drastic than you could ever feel. So go check out G Fuel. Use code RMTS at checkout. We'll see you fucking next time. Hopefully it helps, boys.